So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Sanders to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Ready, ready. Red, 38. Set.
To throw, it's Lance. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Let's go now. Black, 95.
Lance going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Let's go. Ready.
Brown. Touchdown, Baltimore. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Bronco switch.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw now, here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. An inside run with Judkins. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now Lance on the bootleg. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the gun, a give to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Now Lance. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This throw caught around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Set, hut. Hut.
Running right, here's Brown. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Okay, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, set. Blue, set, ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
22. Hut, hut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 3.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun now for Lance. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Shador. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Down.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. An inside give, Brown. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
38. Slice, 97. Ready.
On play action, Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick the play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Okay.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Sanders. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Brown.
Ready.
Now Sanders. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Throwing, Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
County Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. And that will be incomplete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try it now with Jenkins. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
Lance now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third down and 6. Here's Lance. That's going to be caught by Water.